Have you ever wanted your own TV show? Have you dreamed of showcasing your talent for the world to see? Well, now you can. Have your own TV show. You can have your own 30-minute show. Not only will you be seen in the Detroit area, but you can be viewed worldwide. Be seen on WHPR Detroit Live, Comcast Cable Channel 91, on the web at TV33WHPR.com, with the TV33 app, on Roku, Google TV, Apple TV, and on Amazon Fire TV. Act now. Time slots are limited. Sign up today and get a free replay with the purchase of your time slot. For more information, call 313-868-6612. Visit our studios and receive a free TV interview to promote your business, church, or organization by appointment only.
Hey there, it's me, Butter, with my new book, The Many Adventures of These Nuts. Let's be nuts about our health. Join me and my friends, Wally Walnut, Almond Cruz, Pumpkin Spice, Chica Cheminsky, Morgan Raisin, and Hallie Cranberry, here with rhythm and song to share a fun way to stay safe and healthy. So together we can all be nuts about our health. Ebook available now on Amazon, or get a hardcover copy at www.thesenutstrailmix.com. That's nuts with a Z.
Feedback. Hi, this is Theo Broughton.
And I am the BD Pinda.
Inviting you to join us each Monday at 9 a.m. for Feedback,
A positive image production by Hood Research.
Encourage others to tune in each Monday on
Comcast Detroit, Roku, Amazon Fire TV, watch WHPR TV Network anywhere.
and take us along with you. Feedback. Happy Monday to all of you out there this morning. It is such a beautiful day, and it was yesterday as well. And it's going up to 60-something. They say, I don't know if they're teasing us or what, but it's spring, everybody. Saturday was the first day of spring. Today is the third day of spring. You know, the BD Ponchachoni was wrong. I'm so glad he was wrong. They kept telling us 6 more weeks of winter. I'm like, oh no. People are suffering from cabin fever, and Ponchachoni's talking about 6 more weeks of winter. I don't think so. But anyway, it's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Would you be mine? Would you be mine? I want to say good morning to Rosa and Ron and Vera and to Michael. We can't forget to say good morning to Michael. Good morning to Kirk. You know what? We haven't heard from Kirk in a long time. And Velma. Haven't heard from Velma either. Wonder what's going on. Maybe they're snowbirds. You know, a lot of people are snowbirds these days. They go down for the nice weather, and then they come back April, May, I guess, time to pay their taxes, you know, before the expiration date of April 15th. And good morning to Jay, way on the east side. Hey, Jay. And to Shirley, way on the west side. To Girlie, Gideon, and Gladys, and Clementine, and Al, Henry, Katrina. Who you want to say good morning to?
First, everyone, welcome to Feedback. And I'd like to give a shout out to Jackie. Communicate with her over the weekend. She's a very, very faithful viewer as well as a grassroots worker, and she deals a lot with the young people, trying to educate them, just make them mindful of what their responsibility is. So I always give proud shout outs to her, Ruth Ann, her neighbor, who also does the same thing, retired school teacher who also invests in the youth, and then Dennis and Eugene and Brother Keith Hines. We're a pack. We run together. And Jackie, and the other Jackie, and Sheila Ragland, Cheryl D. And I want to ask you all to invite your friends, relatives, acquaintances, neighbors, co-workers to join us also. And the numbers are at the bottom of the screen. So as I say and as I demonstrate, have pen and paper handy so that you can record information that you may want to follow up on.
That's
and we appreciate you.
That's right. I guess I should not forget to say good morning to Beverly as well, and
shout out to Mark Cummings also. Yes.
and to Mark. There's just so much going on, and we had such a beautiful motorcade caravan last month that people have been asking, when are we going to have another one? They don't want to wait until next February. Oh, you don't want to wait until next February? Well, I thought maybe next month we would be able to do one and point out the African American owned businesses. Stay tuned for that information. We had such a wonderful time that I don't mind, putting another one together. So that's the name of that tune.
Yeah, unfortunately, the numbers for COVID have went up again because people just don't want to do the right thing. People are the problem more so than anything. And hopefully they and you all will get yourselves together. They showed some pictures of the spring break partiers down there in Miami.
Yeah.
And I'm looking at hundreds of people, and everybody is just freewheeling. They don't care about nothing. Through caution to the wind.
They are non-believers. It can't happen to me. It can't happen to me. When they drop dead. So it's unfortunate that we can't have the universal cooperation so that it can be put under control, if not stamped out. It may just be for the season, but please let us get the season over, But anyhow, this is, National Women's Month?
Yes.
Women's Month nationally, or something like that.
Yeah.
and a reading month.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Sharing March together.
Yes. If anyone out there has a woman that you would like to showcase, then feel free. Dial 868-4336 and share the historical information of the person that you want to showcase.
And I would add, since National Reading Month is also this month, if you have a good book, particularly a black book, whether it's an organization, female or male, share book titles with us also, because that's one way we can communicate and enlighten each other. There's so many different historical figures that we have. So if there's any good book you've read lately, share that with us.
I think for Women's Month, the woman that will always be a heroine, stand out for me, is Sojourner Truth. She was, one of the strongest women. Not that Harriet Tubman was not. This doesn't take anything away from all that Harriet Tubman did. As a matter of fact, it was reported that Harriet Tubman went 19 times to free enslaved black people. 19 times. Thousands of miles. Thousands of miles.
Incredible.
Yeah, snakes and all kinds of stuff that she had to battle. And 19 different times. God, that's...
And what's amazing is that once she had her freedom, she could have just stayed where she was and left it alone.
That's right. But she was committed and just continued to go back and back and back.
Risking her own freedom and life.
That's right. And Sojourner Truth traveled the upper 1/4 portion of the United States, all over there. And she lived the last years of her life in Battle Creek, in Battle Creek, Michigan. She was a strong woman. She sued the federal government twice, and she won twice. She knew all kinds of people, the lawyers, high-profile people. And it was amazing all that she did, all the places that she traveled all over. And I kept thinking, how is she getting around? Is she walking everywhere? She walked a lot, but she didn't walk everywhere. And during that time, they did have horses, stagecoach, So some of that she was able to utilize,
And right now, as Theo shares that with you, I want to hold this up. I know you can't see it well. Actually, I can see it pretty well on TV. I have a picture here with Sojourner Truth sitting with Abraham Lincoln standing behind her.
Oh, wow.
Black History book, another thing we should have in our home for our children. But as you all can see, Sojourner Truth sitting and Abraham Lincoln standing right behind her.
That's something. That gives a reference of the time in which she lived, And then slavery was abolished in New York in 1824. 1824. Not 63, 65, 1824. The caveat to that was that you had to have served as a slave for 20 years. And Sojourner Truth had 2 more years to go for her to have served as a slave for 20 years. But the plantation owner would tell her that he really admired her efficiency, et cetera, et cetera. So 2 years passed, she ended her 20 years. And she went to him to let him know. What? Oh, no, he was hemming and hawing and stuff. Okay. So she walked on away from him, plotted and planned to leave. She was not going to stay in New York past the 20 years of servitude.
And for those of you who may not know, her birth name was Isabella Baumfree. And because of her mission in life, she became Sojourner Truth. And I had the pleasure with Hood Research, an organization you should be a part of, to go to visit her statue. And I've got the picture, and I have to say, I look very.
Oh, wow.
And I look like a child next to her.
Oh, yeah.
A 3-year-old.
Yes. Well, she was 6 feet tall. But in Battle Creek, they erected a 12-foot statue of Sojourner Truth. And when you go into Battle Creek, you can't miss it. 12-foot statue. Now, wait now. The interesting part was it happened in 2006. Was it not? Yeah, 2006. And I'm like, wait a minute. 2006? The woman died in 1883. What? 2006. I said, wait now. I had to check this out. They come to find out there are only 17% of the population in Battle Creek that are African American. The statue was $750,000. That's $750,000. 17% of the people in Battle Creek could not have done that. Not that they would not have wanted to, but they could not have done that. So it seems that she was loved by so many, many people. They didn't have a problem putting that money together. And I'm sure Kellogg's probably had something to do with it too. But that was a wonderful trip. One of our Black History tours. We've done 6 now so far, 6 Black History tours. And Hood Research is proud of the Black History tours that we've done so far. And Isabella Baumfree, known as Sojourner Truth, knew Harriet Beecher Stowe. Talking about favorite book. Harriet Beecher Stowe wrote Uncle Tom's Cabin. And I've read a few books, and I'm currently trying to finish the book that Michelle Obama wrote. The title of her book is Becoming. Okay. But so far, the best book is Uncle Tom's Cabin. and I should sit up at night like, wow, it was just.
You know, I have that book in my collection. I have not read it yet, but when I looked over my collection, I've got just so many books. I'm overwhelmed just looking at them. And just for our viewers, it's very interesting, and you could enlighten us more than I can since I haven't read the book still. But I know that a lot of people use the term Uncle Tom, and they use it synonymously with Sambo and sellout. But from my understanding, again, not having read the book, that Uncle Tom was not what people have used his name for
Not
at
at
this
all.
date. And I have no idea, but I have to read it.
Well, the fact is, I think the racists wanted to make it negative. But when you read the book, you find out that Uncle Tom was a fantastic individual. He saved the slave owner's daughter who fell off the ship. I don't know what the heck she was doing so close to the edge, but she was about, I think, 8 years old or something like that. He just jumped in the water and saved the child. Never thought about just let another white person drown. You know, he wasn't like that. And after he saved the child, she told her father that they had to take him home with them, and he was, enslaved. He was for sale and all of that. And so she begged her father as payment to take him with them, and the father did. And then that's when the story begins about Uncle Tom and his life on a plantation, and how he was an uplifting person, and the daughter whom he saved taught him how to read. But it was all kinds of things that were going on. And I found out, this man, there's a saying, I can't think of it right now, but it came from this book. But Uncle Tom was a positive person, but it appears that whites never wanted you to know that, never wanted you to read about or take after someone who was positive, a man of good character. Didn't want you to do that. So they, in turn, over time, made that a negative term. Actually, Sambo is the term that should be used, or gumbo was two people in the book by that name. But that's not what was meant for our people. And because a lot of our people don't know the story, they just kind of feel for the okie doke.
Which is why we should read, because
exactly.
I'm more spiritual than religious, but the scriptures do say, study to show thyself approved. And that means to read, you all, and which is why I bring books to the show to share certain things. And then I would also add cross-reference. But it's interesting because I don't know much about, okay, we're familiar with Harriet Beecher Stowe, and I know her brother was a writer and philosopher, Henry Ward Beecher, and so they were a family of knowledgeable people, and she made definitely her claim to fame with that Uncle Tom's Cabin. But we all need to read and be aware, and then we can share. That's the most important part of it as well, not only for self-growth, but for the growth of those who are around us and those who are coming up behind us.
Right. And Sojourner Truth knew Sir Lord Garrison, and she was always requested to come and speak, give lectures. I mean, it's just amazing all of the things she did. I read her life story as well, but it's something about history that I enjoy. I enjoy learning the some people may say, all that's, trivia. But to know that Harriet Tubman went back 19 times, risking her life, risking her safety,
And
foregoing her freedom.
Theo mentions her, I want to just indicate in this book, because they're both of their last names end with T. So she was right after Harriet Tubman. You can see her picture here, standing next to a chair posing. So this is the sister who showed her true bravery. And I don't think too many people today, honestly, would be that committed to say, well, I'm going back and I'm going back again.
19 times? Yeah. I don't think so. Ooh, that just over and over and over again. You know, it and the danger of it. Just animal. I mean, bears. You know.
And keep in mind, during that time, unlike today, there's no lights. She's traveling only by moonlight in the darkness. Had to free them in the darkness and then hide in the light whenever the slave patrollers and the dogs. So that's an incredible feat.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes, yes. And something interesting, you know, one afternoon I went to learn about Elijah Mccoy. The phrase, the real McCoy, many people know. But it's because of Elijah McCoy's invention. His invention was a coupling that went over the metal train wheels. And it was used for the purpose of lubricating those wheels, because otherwise the train could only go, there's no mile or two, and have to stop so the metal wheels could cool off. You go another mile or so and stop so the wheels could cool off. Well, there were some folks that said, you know, yeah, he got it. We can make this. You know, we can copy it and we can sell it and maybe sell it a little cheaper and everybody won out. Well, they did. The little blonde-haired, blue-eyed boys did that. And it was purchased. But they went back to the what did they call it? The store where it was a
general store or something like that.
Back to the general store and said, "No, we want the real McCoy. This thing doesn't work." So the saying came, the real McCoy, and Elijah McCoy's invention reigned king. That's what happened, and I'm sure he was happy about that. But I wanted to learn more about him. So one afternoon, a friend and I went to, Ypsilanti. We just went straight out Michigan Avenue. And there's this cute little library, probably no bigger than this room. Anyway, and they had information about Elijah McCoy. He had lived there for a while. And on the side of the library was a nice little sitting area, cool little trees and all of that, and a statue of Harriet Tubman.
Wow.
A monument to Elijah McCoy, but a statue of Harriet Tubman. And they had two tables. One, they were metal to withstand the weather. One was for adults, one was for children. And on the top of the tables was a checkerboard and the seats for the adults. But the table for the children, which was metal to withstand the weather also, the seats were made like books. And the children could sit on the books and they could read. Anyway, we're to the point where we have to stop for a break. So stay tuned, call your friends, get something to drink, some juice, coffee, tea, and we'll be back momentarily.
You're watching Detroit's own WHPR TV. Detroit Live.
This is Theo Broden from Feedback. You can watch me 24 hours a day, 7 days a week at WHPR TV Now app. Download our free app at WHPR TV Now.
Monday at 9 a.m. Eastern.
This is Bruce Simpson, your City of Detroit Ombudsman. I am here to address all of your complaints and concerns. If you need assistance regarding city services, please contact my office at 313-224-6000. or contact us via email at ombudsman@detroitmi.gov. This is Bruce Simpson, your City of Detroit Ombudsman.
I'm James Ford, founder of the Obama Weekend, and a partner of the Hood Research Team, composed of the knowledgeable Theo Broden, the super analyst Henry, and the colorful Al Martin. This team discusses politics, seen and not seen, at the national, state, and local level. But to enhance the goals of this team, join or donate to Hood Research by visiting Twitter or Facebook, or visit hoodresearch.org, or call 248-234-2371. You can also join Hood Research on Phonecast every Saturday at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time by calling 978-990-5000, access code 338729. Thank you very much.
Hey there, it's me, Butter, with my new book, The Many Adventures of These Nuts. Let's be nuts about our health. Join me and my friends, Wally Walnut, Almond Cruz, Pumpkin Spice, Chica Cheminsky, Morgan Raisin, and Hallie Cranberry, here with rhythm and song to share a fun way to stay safe and healthy. So together we can all be nuts about our health. Ebook available now on Amazon, or get a hardcover copy at www.thesenutstrailmix.com. That's nuts with a Z.
How you see the world is everything.
Oh my God, girl, you take all day.
Oh, hi. How you doing, Luna? The people you trust.
Stay safe. Go.
Your community.
You rolling with the pain today.
I'm gonna show you how it's done, Pain. In the best and the worst times.
Walk away from me!
Ma'am, stop! Hola, ¿cómo estás? Muy bien. I see myself
Gracias.
in the people I serve.
Hi. Officer Luna, Officer Luna.
Sweet. Girl, you know you can do my job, right?
Have you ever wanted your own TV show? Have you dreamed of showcasing your talent for the world to see? Well, now you can. Have your own TV show. You can have your own 30-minute show. Not only will you be seen in the Detroit area, but you can be viewed worldwide. Be seen on WHPR Detroit Live, Comcast Cable Channel 91, on the web at tv33whpr.com, with the TV33 app, on Roku, Google TV, Apple TV, and on Amazon Fire TV. Act now. Time slots are limited. Sign up today and get a free replay with the purchase of your time slot. For more information, call 313-868-6612. Visit our studios and receive a free TV interview to promote your business, church, or organization by appointment only. We at Watkins Broadcasting care about the health and safety of our viewers and listeners. During this novel coronavirus pandemic, please protect yourself and others. Wash your hands well and often. Avoid touching your face. Cough and sneeze into your sleeve. Practice social distancing. Stay at least 6 feet away from others when in public, and only leave the house when it's essential. Stay safe. You are important to us.
If you or someone you know is facing eviction and has a notice to quit or a court order summons, complaint, or judgment, there is help to avoid eviction. Call the Detroit Eviction Helpline at 866-313-2520 or visit DetroitEvictionHelp.com. The City of Detroit with the State of Michigan have eviction prevention programs to assist Detroit residents with financial assistance and legal representation. Again, Detroiters can call 866-313-2520 or visit www.DetroitEvictionHelp.com. That's 866-313-2520 or go online to DetroitEvictionHelp.com. Again, Detroiters can call 866-313-2520 or visit www.DetroitEvictionHelp.com. 866-313-2520. Get help today.
Feedback. Feedback. Hi, this is Theo Broughton,
And I am Thabiti Mpinga,
inviting you to join us each Monday at 9 a.m. for Feedback.
a positive image production by Hood Research.
Encourage others to tune in each Monday on
Comcast Detroit, Roku, Amazon Fire TV, watch WHPR TV Network anywhere.
and take us along with you. Feedback. Back. Take us along with you. You can download apps, which is WHPR TV Now. Is that right, Tim? WHPR TV Now. Download that app. That's how you can take us along with you. You know, getting back to Elijah McCoy, he was well known and he was appreciated for his invention. He had other inventions and he received patents. He lived in Detroit. Had a laboratory in Detroit. And in Ypsilanti, he had a laboratory as well. But because he started working for the Michigan Central Railroad, he, I guess, felt that it would be more convenient for him to move to Detroit. And that's what he did. And continued to come up with additional inventions. And he also was able to get patents on his inventions. The U.S. Patent Office is located in Washington, D.C., but guess what? The only branch of a U.S. Patent Office is located in Detroit. And our U.S. senators were the ones who worked on having that here in Detroit. And it's the Elijah McCoy Patent Office. That's so cool.
And
makes you proud.
for some of our budding engineers and inventors and scientists, this is something that's local, and we have genius that just runs throughout our race without question. There's just incredible inventions that come from us, and a lot of times they say necessity is the mother of invention. And one of the things about it is we are the ones who had to do the work, so we were always trying to devise a better way because we was working hard as heck anyway. And we do have a caller who wants to chime in.
Oh, okay.
Hello, caller, you're on the air. Would you share your name and how you're viewing us, please?
I finally got through. I've been trying to get through on my internet, so I finally got you guys.
Good.
Happy Monday. /go, Silver Raffle.
Happy Monday.
I just called to give y'all a shout out and just discuss so many horrible things that keep coming up back and forth. We're going to try to find some positive. We're going to get some light through the tunnel, y'all.
Yes, yes, we are. Yes, we are. We had a president who said, yes, we
just
can.
got to wake up, everybody.
Hey.
Wake up, everybody.
You gotta
No
wake
more
up, everybody.
sleeping in bed. But we had a president who said, yes, we can. So you have to believe that and know that there is hope and that we can do it. And you know, but while you were trying to call in, we were talking about Elijah McCoy, and the only branch of the U.S. Patent Office outside of Washington, D.C. is here in the city of Detroit. And when you go there and you go in, there's a huge picture of Elijah McCoy right there.
All right.
Yeah, there's some pride in that for sure.
You know, I was talking to a show yesterday, and you know, we got a whole lot of issues with hate crime, and they want to talk about what happened to the Asians. And so I had to call in, and I was trying to be real calm because I think about it all the time, but I'm just trying to figure out how so few can abuse, misuse mislead, misfeed, and continue to kill us all. Just a few, and they're attacking so many. What is wrong with us? That's why I said maybe our thing to be wake up everybody, because as long as we're all divided, it weakens our ability to take out the enemy whose strength comes from our weakness.
Right. You know, I think some of that is rooted in the lack of ability to read and comprehend what is read. And you know, I've been thinking about this for a while now, that one of the things I want to talk about with the members of Hood Research is working on tutoring. You know, I heard a report that so many of our inmates have been found to not read farther than a 4th grade level.
Whoa.
Yeah, so if we can work on tutoring, helping our young people learn to read and comprehend what they read. I think the time when phonics was taken out of school, it was a mistake. It was a serious mistake. It may have been an intentional plot, but it was a serious mistake.
Well, I'm a conspiracy theorist. I believe that. I just believe that it was intentional because the growth and the progress we were making had to be stopped on some level. And one thing I've noticed, and I had this issue when I was in school also, but I just forced myself to become better at it. But what it was is there were times when I couldn't comprehend certain things and I was discouraged. But in that discouragement, I was also motivated to say, I'm not going to let this conquer me. But how many of our young men and women who have had those reading issues and just threw up their hands and say, it's over with? So, you know, if you got to eat, you got to do something. So crime and other things became their alternative. But once you know something, once you're able to read, nobody can fool you. You know, Mom, you know, we know Mom used to say that to us all the time, and Dad, you know, once you read one thing, you'll never forget because it's there in your mind. And the second thing is it motivates you to do more. So I'm a staunch advocate for reading.
Right. Absolutely. But that's something that I've been thinking about. So I want to present it to the members of Hood Research and see what we can do, you know. Even if you start with 2. Someone was saying, well, maybe we need to adopt a school. And there is a Detroit public school that has about 170 students. And that's not a bad number for us to consider. And then perhaps single out one grade, you know, with a school of that population. It's a public school too, by the way. Well, that population, then it would be easier to start there rather than start with a school that may have, 1,200 kids, you know. We don't want anybody to be discouraged, but we do need to get the job done.
My friend wanted to be doing this in school right now. Line.
That I didn't understand what you said right then.
Oh, I said, my little one in there doing school right now, virtual learning with his teacher.
Okay.
But you know, when you say education, and you know, with my points, I always say we need to educate to liberate. We have to teach our children and our adults, because it seems like a lot of us don't understand why the barriers are there in the first place, because we are always the economic engine for somebody else's wealth. And so it's very important that we understand that why we're being under attack, and they use the education system to attack us. And so it's very important that we teach who we are, where we came from, and give us the confidence to want to learn and
that's
to want to
right.
grow. Because the way they got us now, they got us twisted that we rather watch and listen to this mad rap music that kills your culture, your identity, your purpose, and your benefits of being here. You know, whatever they can do to destroy that mind.
Right.
That's where we got to work on building it time after time, and we have to do it with the adults as well as the children. Because you see grown men walk around here with their pants hanging down.
Oh yes, Lord. I'm not against rap. I'm just against vulgarity. That's what I'm against. But let me tell you this: the propaganda that goes out is to have us latch on. As an example, parents would say, go to school, get a good job. Go to school, get a good job. What's wrong with going to school and going into business for yourself? Go to school, go in business for yourself, okay?
And
then you're in control of something. Yeah,
exactly.
The other thing I always thought was interesting, our people did not think about building a home.
Yeah.
They always went into a neighborhood that looked good and bought a home from somebody else.
Right.
Build a home. Build what you like. Build the kind of amenities into the home that you want. You know? I mean, just something as simple as a second shelf in a closet. When you look in the closet, it has a rod, has a shelf. But the difference from the shelf to the ceiling might be 4 feet. Well, if you stack too much stuff in there, it's going to fall on your head. So why not have a second shelf halfway up? How many houses have closets with a shelf, a second shelf halfway up?
You know,
there's a simple amenity.
There's an expression that I've learned over the years, and it's just called being resourceful, which means you just learn how to do things with what you have and to increase or expand what you have, and as you say, make it more functional. But something you said earlier, go to school, get a good job. Unfortunately, a repetition ingrains certain thoughts and behaviors, and that's why we can keep saying the N-word and other thing, because everything has been so repetitive. People don't think outside the box, and we've got to move beyond that. But we have become, I think they used to call that rote learning back in the day. But the thing is that you're not, I don't know if you're learning or if you're just being trained and indoctrinated. That's kind of the way I see it.
Yes. That's what I'm talking about, because I think that's why when I say you educate to liberate, because at this point it's overdue. If we're not talking about ownership and control, everything else is going to fold, because we have to be able to be the developers, the inventors, the builders, everything that we already are and was. They flipped the script and got us being the engineer of building wealth again for other people and not ourselves.
Yes, that was a good point. Very good point. We have a beautiful book with the pictures of the historical ancestors that we've been talking about this morning. And we ended, as you were coming on the air with us, with Elijah Mccoy. And the BD said, he has a picture of Elijah Mccoy too.
Actually,
it's a monument.
No, this is just because there's so many pictures in here, they didn't include his picture.
Oh,
but they just gave a couple of paragraphs on his legacy.
But he is someone also to be proud of, and all of those accomplishments. And then you were talking about Latimer.
Yes, many people, as we know, Edison came up with the idea of the light bulb, but he wasn't able to perfect it. And had not Lewis Latimer been in that lab, then we would have had light bulbs that would have probably lasted about 5 minutes. And then you get another light bulb, and I mean that would have been lucrative in terms of making money. But but it would have made a lot of people broke. So with Lewis Latimer coming up with the filament that would go between the two electrodes that cause the light is what caused it to flourish. And you know, when I say that, you know, they look at the Caucasian element, but like when we look at Admiral Perry, had it not been for Matthew Henson, I mean, Perry didn't make it to the North Pole, but he got close. Henson took those few extra steps and actually got there. But of course, Admiral Perry is always the one who's highlighted. Matthew Henson gets the co-starring role in the shadows. So many things we have done, but somebody else has taken credit for. And there are many things that we still accomplish, like the components of a cell phone were, I forgot the man's name, but had it not been for what he added to the cell phone, we wouldn't have cell phones as we know them today. Of course, he doesn't get the highlights of it. We talk about Apple people. I forgot the guy's name who passed away, but we talk about too many people who benefited from the genius of others.
That's so true. So true. And I think that we need to encourage our young people to use the internet, use the library, have conversations, and find out more about the history and what has been contributed. Not just in the 15, 16, 1800s, but today, when you talk about, as Thabiti was just mentioning, the cell phone, and then the substance that comes from Africa, the continent of Africa, in order for the laptop and the cell phone to work.
Please call coltan.
Coltan.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So
a resource in Africa.
Right.
Yes. And not to give credit to our people does us a disservice. And for those in our community who like to avoid giving credit to our people, says to me that they hate themselves.
They do.
Well, a lot of people don't know because, you know, using that propaganda, they have you believing that Africa is this dying, full of disease, hungry children. They don't tell you about the resources of diamonds growing out of people's backyards and all the resources that China, America, and everybody else is in Africa trying to colonize, or actually, you know, got stationed there so that they can strip Africa of its
right. Right. Yes.
Yeah, because no place on the planet is more abundantly rich when it comes to raw materials and minerals and such. I mean, we can go to South America, we go to Europe, which doesn't have too much of anything anyway. Even here in North America, outside of oil, there are not that many natural resources. And when you have an industrialized planet, you need to have those raw materials. And it's just unfortunate, and I would, hope that African leaders would kind of learn to develop a little bit more unity, because they have what Western industrialists need. So without what they have, the economies of Europe and America in particular would flop.
Exactly. And the French had to admit that the billions of dollars that they were making Africa pay them back. And they even said that the president said if it wasn't for Africa, their economics would be nowhere. They would not have any wealth. But if you look up, change your channel, Milan Bart Williams, she's telling these white folks off very nicely and intelligently how they use propaganda to make the world believe that they were so far.
Now, who is it? Oh, yeah, right. Who is the person? Share it again. What?
YouTube, change your channel.
YouTube.
Milan.
Okay, go to YouTube. Next.
Change your channel.
Okay.
Milan Bart Williams.
Spell his first name. Do you understand?
Milan is a beautiful black German girl that's an expert in diamond.
Oh.
But anyway, her name is Milan, MALLENCE.
CE?
Sis, come on, the first name again. Come on, Mall. What?
Ence.
Ence.
Yes.
Okay.
Malott. Bart. Bart.
Bart.
Williams.
Williams. Okay. Okay. S on the end. Williams.
Yes.
Okay.
And this is one of those Ted ex-Berlin salons. But once you say see Malott on there, you know to could change your channel. Malott Bart
Williams. Okay.
Very intelligent expert.
Okay.
Educated from Africa's universities, and you know that in the universities, Timbuktu and the other ones, they have taught the world.
Mm-hmm.
I'll make that a point. I'm gonna look on YouTube tonight for that.
Oh,
Yeah.
you're gonna love it, Tabitha. You're gonna love her. She is, oh my God.
Mm-hmm.
She telling them white folks are very intellectually, nicely, how they come in here, and she call them all out. She call them charity porn because they make you think they in the corner telling you they dying over there. They're poor children, and they take your donations, and they never see them donations because after it's so rich, they don't even need that donation.
Mm-hmm.
But she's gonna call out all those big propaganda machines that's keeping the people asleep so that they won't invest in Africa.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
You know, it's interesting. Like the Chinese now, and I'm not really sure what their game is because, of course, they're a large industrial nation. Well, the largest nation on the planet, really, in terms of population.
Mm-hmm.
And they have done a lot for the infrastructure. But unfortunately, some of the heads of states of different African countries have reaped the rewards of it, and it hasn't filtered down or trickled down, as they say here in America, hasn't trickled down to the people who actually need it, but has made some of the heads of state and those who are in the positions of power in along with the heads of state very rich, living very comfortably. So there's a disconnect, unfortunately, on the continent that needs to be bridged as well. But again, I question some of the Chinese motives because they also, an industrial superpower, need those raw materials as well, and has always been a battle over Africa. I know in my earlier years of studying, they used to say how Africa was the breadbasket of the planet because of the tropical weather. You can grow things there all year round, which you can't do in the northern places. Of course, we know here in North America and Canada, but as well as Europe, because of the cold season, you just cannot produce the foods that you need. South America has that as well, but of course they're destroying the tropical rainforest again for industrial advantage, but the heck with the planet. It's about money.
Mm-hmm. Right. Yeah, I had read about that, and also somebody had the idea that they wanted to straighten the Amazon River. I mean, it's got nothing else better to do. You want to straighten the Amazon River. You want to they sold, I think it was $2,500 to fly up in outer space, to go up in space. I'm like, oh, Lord. You know, that's when folks have nothing better to do.
Oh, yeah, but
we got a virus and they want to go up in space.
Every day. Your reparations going out in space. Look, they're doing more study on reparations than they are in vaccinations. And your reparations is going up in space all the time. They're giving it to everybody except us. They're giving it to themselves and others. So when you see money flying out of the sky, that's your wealth that they constantly building wealth on top of wealth on top of wealth that you already built.
You know, it's interesting because what the thing is that when you want to, which has been done, hold people back, it's obvious that they're indebted to us in so many ways, not only for the labor, but for the genius of, as we were speaking earlier, about inventions and such. You know, the Garrett Morgans, the Elijah McCoys, they're indebted to us for the very foundation of this country. And the fact that they haven't been able to, the thing is that when you want to be able to suppress and repress and oppress people, you deprive them of the tools that they need. Now, I have just been signaled by our wonderful engineer, we'll give him a shout out, Timmy Tim, that we are approaching the top of the hour, and FCC says, bow down to us.
Yeah, right. Yes. We have to take a station identification. Right. That's right. And we will be back momentarily. This is very interesting this morning. I hope you all are learning and enjoying the information as well. We shall return.
You're watching Detroit's own WHPR TV. Detroit Live.
Hi, this is Thabiti Mpinda from the Feedback Program. You can watch me 24 hours a day, 7 days a week on WHPR TV Now app. Download our free app at WHPR TV Now.
Monday at 9 a.m. Eastern.
Hey there, it's me, Butter, with my new book, The Many Adventures of These Nuts. Let's be nuts about our health. Join me and my friends, Wally Walnut, Almond Cruz, Pumpkin Spice, Chica Cheminsky, Morgan Raisin, and Hallie Cranberry. Here with rhythm and song to share a fun way to stay safe and healthy. So together we can all be nuts about our health. Ebook available now on Amazon, or get a hardcover copy at www.thesenutstrailmix.com. That's nuts with a Z.
This is Bruce Simpson, your City of Detroit Ombudsman. I am here to address all of your complaints and concerns. If you need assistance regarding city services, please contact my office at 313-224-6000 or contact us via email at ombudsman@detroitmi.gov. This is Bruce Simpson, your City of Detroit Ombudsman.
I'm James Ford, founder of the Obama Weekend, and a partner of the Hood Research Team, composed of the knowledgeable Theo Broden, the super analyst Henry, and the colorful Al Martin. This team discusses politics, seen and not seen, at the national, state, and local level. But to enhance the goals of this team, join or donate to Hood Research by visiting Twitter or Facebook, or visit hoodresearch.org, or call 248-234-2371. You can also join Hood Research on Phonecast every Saturday at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time by calling 978-990-5000, access code 338729. Thank you very much.
How you see the world is everything.
Oh my God, girl, you take all day.
Oh, hi.
How you doing, Luna?
The people you trust,
Stay safe. Go.
your community.
You rolling with the pain today.
I'm gonna show you how it's done, Pain. In the best and the worst times.
Walk away from me!
Ma'am, stop!
Hola, ¿cómo estás? Muy bien.
I see myself
Gracias.
in the people I serve.
Hi.
Officer Luna, Officer Luna.
Sweet. Girl, you know you can do my job, right?
If you or someone you know is facing eviction and has a notice to quit or a court order summons, complaint, or judgment, there is help to avoid eviction. Call the Detroit Eviction Helpline at 866-313-2520 or visit DetroitEvictionHelp.com. The City of Detroit with the State of Michigan have eviction prevention programs to assist Detroit residents with financial assistance and legal representation. Again, Detroiters can call 866-313-2520 or visit www.DetroitEvictionHelp.com. That's 866-313-2520. 866-313-2520 or go online to DetroitEvictionHelp.com. Again, Detroiters can call 866-313-2520 or visit www.DetroitEvictionHelp.com. 866-313-2520. Get help today.
WGPR Detroit HD2.
You're watching WHPS, Highland Park, Detroit.
FM 88.1 WHPR, Highland Park. WVIE 107.3 FM Charlotte, Amalia, Virgin Islands.
Feedback. Hi, this is Theo Broughton,
And I am the BD Pinda,
inviting you to join us each Monday at 9 a.m. for feedback.
a positive image production by Hood Research.
Encourage others to tune in each Monday on
Comcast Detroit, Roku, Amazon Fire TV, watch WHPR TV Network anywhere.
and take us along with you. Feedback. And take us along with you. Oh, I like that. Anyway, yes, I do. I thank you for staying with us. I know there's so much that is going on, and I've really been excited about the history that we've been talking about this morning and pictures and all that you've shared with us. And there's one other thing that I have to say before we end this program, and that is the desperate need for radio patrol. And we'll come back to history. The desperate need for radio patrol. As most of you know, the police department does not have the number of officers that we've had in the past, and the radio patrol is a supplement, a support to the police department. The radio patrol, last Sunday, not yesterday, but last week, somebody on the radio said that the radio patrol had been stopped, suspended, whatever. And I'm like, what? Now you know, I'm not having it. So, during the week, I made sure that I talked to Myra Gracie once again, and I do talk to her from time to time, to confirm the fact that the radio patrol is alive and well in Detroit. Myra Gracie, Officer Myra Gracie, is the organizer of radio patrols all over the city of Detroit. Myra Gracie, that's her name. I talked with her. She assured me that the radio patrol is alive and well, and they still are seeking more people to participate. Okay. Then I talked to Myra Gracie's boss, who happens to be Commander Tyra Hope. Okay. She doubly confirmed that the radio patrol is alive and well in Detroit. They're looking for people to participate. No one is asking you to pretend to be Zimmerman. We don't want you to play cop. Don't want you to stop. Don't want you to get out of your car. What is needed is for those who want to have a better quality of life, a calmer quality of life. No, what is these donuts and something else these folks are doing as they drag race through residential neighborhoods. If you think about it, you should realize that, well, with the presence of a radio patrol, things can be and will be better. They will be calmer. They will be more respectful. Nobody's asking you to spend 8 hours riding around the neighborhood. If you only have 30 minutes, do that. 30 minutes. Say you have to go to, I don't know, some destination and take care of whatever your issue is. And it takes 15 minutes to get there, 15 minutes to get back. So for the 15 minutes you leave your house and you're on your way to your destination, just kind of be observant. And if you see something doesn't look right, you report it to the base. They send out police officers to check it out. You just tell them where it is and you keep going. On the way back, your other 15 minutes, just come, say, a block over. Don't come the same way. And during that 15 minutes, you observe around you. If you see something that doesn't look right, report it to the base. They send the police out to check it. You're not going out of your way. That's 30 minutes. So if you give 30 minutes a month, fine. And if 10 more people give 30 minutes a month, think of how that would make a better opportunity for you to help improve the quality of life where you live.
And I would ask you, Theo, because this is kind of new to me. Now, how does a person go about becoming a part of it? Do they go to a police station? How do they?
They call. You can call 596-1800 and ask for Myra Gracie. If you can't remember her name, it's a 313 number. 596-1800. Ask to be transferred to the officer who coordinates, organizes the radio patrols. Now, the way the radio patrol works is you will have a meeting with Officer Gracie, and she will explain all of the details of what you have to do. You, at this time, give 56 cents a mile for your gasoline. It's a volunteer request, but you are given 56 cents a mile for your gasoline, okay? Not your time, but your gasoline. Your time is yours. Your time is important, but the health and safety of the community in which you live is equally as important. So just think about that. Think about that. Ask others to participate with you. You go out in teams, and you can be in your car. That person can be in their car. Or if it's a family member or a good friend, etc., you've all had your COVID test, etc., you shot all of that. You can ride together. But that's something that is desperately needed to assist the police department in keeping the community in which we live a safer place to live.
Now, is there a way, and you can answer this better than me, Theo, also. Now, I agree the patrol thing is excellent because I see a lot of things that, these people, as you say, they got these Chargers and Challengers doing donuts, and as we know, a 9-year-old boy lost his life for a guy racing in a car he was test driving, for what I understand, and he's coming down the street wrong way. But fortunately, and this is where we have to, which is why I like the neighborhood patrol, the radio patrol idea, is that the people were able to block that guy off so he couldn't get away. And that's what we need, neighborhoods in action.
Right.
But I wanted to ask you now, can you give us any idea what Neighborhood Watch is? Because both of those seem like, with the radio patrol, you're out there in the streets monitoring.
Right.
And I think Neighborhood Watch has a similar role, but I'm not really sure.
Well, the Neighborhood Watch, you're not going anywhere, but you are looking out your window, your door, and that's a time more for the children.
Okay.
And this is basically year-round as far as I'm concerned, because there is summer school as well. But in the morning, when the children are walking to school, unfortunately, from time to time, there's a child that walks alone, but say between 7 and 9 or 6 and 9, you're asked to look out, your window, watch out for the children. There may be someone in the summer who will be sitting on the porch. And if for the neighborhood block clubs or block club associations, they from time to time will ask people to have there's a little decal that you can put on the door, which makes it a safe house. If a child is afraid or being chased or what have you, they could come to that particular house and know that someone will assist them and call, for a police backup, etc. But that's basically how the neighborhood watch was working, and it still works. And it was prior, as what I remember correct, it was established prior to the radio patrol.
And the only reason I brought that up, and this is for our viewers and listeners, is that in each of these cases, you are working to improve the quality of life in your neighborhoods, whether you're on patrol or neighborhood watch. These are our communities, and we have to take them back. And the fact that you don't have to be directly involved, but you can participate and eliminate some of the negative aspects of our community, and to get things under control, because we can't just throw everything to the wind and wherever it blows, it blows. We have to be a part of it. And there are many of you who are retired, and some of you have been homebound just because of COVID, but your eyes and your ears and your mind still work, and we need you to use those tools to help work for the improvement of all of us, because one thing for sure, we are a communal people, and we have a community to protect. We don't need to fear our community. We need to control our community.
Exactly. I definitely agree with that. And it is so important that we even take time to speak to the young people. Sometimes they do want someone to talk to.
If I might, I just want to interject this quickly, because I was sharing this with Theo on the way over here. There was an article that was published that says, under points to ponder, says you're an old Detroiter or just old if you took a moonlight cruise to Boblo with Captain Boblo, or went to Edgewater Amusement Park, if you shopped at Hughes Hatchers, B. Siegel, Peck and Peck, Hema Holes, Robert Hall, Crowley's, Shoppers Fair, EJ Corvettes, or Federals. And I remember Federals very well. You rode the elevator at Hudson's, which was run by an elevator operator. If you remember Winkleman's and Sanders being right there in your neighborhood. If you remember Big Snow, Buffalo Bob, Howdy Doody, Clarabelle, Phineas T. Bluster, Princess Summer. I don't remember that one.
Oh.
Twin Pines delivering milk and juice. Milky the Clown. Good Humor Man in a white uniform.
Wow.
If you remember the Olympia Stadiums, or that old known bearded troll that was on the building on Woodward for Verner's. If you remember shopping at either Great Scott, Food Fair, Wrigley's, or Chatham. If you, and I remember this one very well at my house, your mom saved Holden Red stamps, S&H green stamps, or Gold Bell gift stamps.
Yep. And that song, Gold Bell gift stamps, Gold Bell gift stamps.
And you lick them like tape.
Kingsway Martin. Okay.
And you were, because I remember my mom had those kind of books, and she was, we collected. I don't know if we ever got anything, but we had the books around there. And I'll just read a few more. If you remember, Kresge's and Woolworths were dime stores at the time. Right. And then you had an uncle in the furniture business,
Joshua Dorr.
And when the Lions used to play at Tiger Stadium, because they didn't have a stadium of their own.
Yeah.
And then you remember the Black Bart and the Fago song. Which way did he go? Which way did he go?
He went for Fago. He went for Fago, old-fashioned root beer.
If you remember Rita Bell's movies and Bill Kennedy. If you remember Milky the Clown, Soupy Sills, Johnny Ginger, Poop Deck Paul, Captain Jolly, Sagebrush Shorty. If you remember the Wonder Bread Bakery, they had I used to live across the street from the Wonder Bread Bakery. I remember that too well. And then, as I told Theo, if you had an address, your address had a 2-digit zone before there were zip codes, like you would be Detroit 19 or they had the numbers, but it wasn't 482 anything at the time. If you
the zip, your mail. Oh yeah.
And also you remember Get on the Right Track at 9 Mile and back to get the best
deal in town.
Is
Roy O'Brien has the best deal around.
So those are just a few things we want to share.
But the telephone numbers, Townsend, TO 1 2 3 4 5, or Trinity, 1 2 3 4 5, or Tyler, TR in the 5 digits, TY 5 digits, WO. Yes.
And if you remember, Mr. Belvedere had commercials that not only were they saying English, but they were saying Spanish and Hebrew as well.
Oh, wow.
I learned a little Spanish just from the late night when he would advertise.
But one thing about a commercial, though, it's either real good or real bad. But you remember it. If it's real good or if it's real bad, you remember it. Mm-hmm.
So I just wanted to take you all through memory lane there for a moment.
Wow. Huh?
Do y'all remember when the milkman used to come to your door? Milkman! And you come and you order your eggs and pick up your milk and order another batch when he come back.
Oh, wow.
I've got a scar on my toe because they delivered the milk, and I accidentally dropped the milk on my toe, and it broke, and it cut my toe, so I got that scar for life.
Oh, no.
But I do remember that from that experience.
Now, I remember the chutes on the side of the home, on the driveway.
Right.
And you open a little door. Well, they open a little door and put in your milk and or your orange juice, because there was a delivery of orange juice, which is really good, by the way. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, my son still has a chute on the side of his, but there's no deliveries anymore.
No, right. Yeah, wow. That was something. But I wonder if there's anyone who remembers that plane, the pilot, at the end of the night for television they went off at 1 o'clock.
Right.
1 o'clock, and they would be static on some, but this particular station, which I don't remember which one it was, we only had 4, channel 2, 4, 7, and 9, right. And this pilot would be soaring up into the clouds, and he would recite some I don't know, poem or whatever it was, and at the end he would say, "Reach out and touch the face of God." That was it was really nice. But since everything is on YouTube, that might be on YouTube also. They're just it's amazing. It really is amazing that Windows 95 started out as a whisper. Windows 95, Windows 95, Windows 95, Windows 95. They got real life. I said, what the hell is Windows 95? So Hood Research, of course, started checking into it. And in 1995, it was the introduction of computers to the community. Computers existed, but on a commercial and a government level, not for the broader community. And so we kept checking and checking. And in 1996, the following year, we started teaching Introduction to Computers. We started teaching Introduction to Computers. No charge. We just started teaching it. And sometimes we had as many as 40 people in a class. And it was, I don't know, a smattering of information on the computer. The first place we started was a computer store owned by 2 African-American men on Livernois. And people would walk past and they'd peek in the window thinking that, well, it looks like a TV. Oh, okay. Oh, we got a caller. Hello. You touched a nerve.
Hello, caller. You're on the air. Would you share your name, how you're viewing us?
Okay, is that caller me?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, good morning to both of you. This is Richard Clay calling you.
Well, good morning, Richard. How are you?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good.
Oh, man, we were just talking about the time when Hood Research started teaching computers to the people in our community, and there was just a smattering of information on the computers. And when people walked past this place where we started, they thought it was a TV, and here they come in and stand around and, like, what is that? So.
I think I remember when you all were doing the computer class over on Livernois.
Mm-hmm. And then we eventually moved there from there to Wayne County Community College, and currently Wayne County Community College teaches Introduction to Computer, another class, Navigating the Internet, and the third one is learning some of the codes and coding, etc. But for anybody who is 60 years of age and older, you can take classes free at Wayne County Community College. Free classes at Wayne County Community College for those who are 60 years of age or older. We have 3 campuses inside the city of Detroit. They have 6 altogether. One is on the west side on Outer Drive and Southfield Freeway. Another one is on the east side, right across from the city airport, now known as the Coleman Young International Airport. You get off of I-94 in Connor, and you bear to the right as you go around Connor to go to the eastern campus. And we have a downtown campus, which is on 4th Street, right near the main public post office, on 4th Street. And you can take classes free at any of those places. But it was wonderful what was going on. Now, Richard, there's something you have going on Monday, and this is Monday. You're asking people to do something?
Yes. There's a new movement in town comprised of old issues, as we say, people's issues, a people's agenda. Mm-hmm. It has all come together under the Drive for 5 People's Protections campaign. Mm-hmm. And so people have been out here for a while now trying to get these issues dealt with. The pandemic came, and our city government tried to make us forget that we had ever tried to address the issues of a water affordability plan, a full-scale permanent water affordability plan that would address water shutoffs and drainage fees and overcharging of water bills. That's one issue. A ban on facial recognition technology being a second issue. Comprehensive police reform being a third issue. Reduction of racial health disparities that keeps black folks with 2, 3, 4, and 5 times the amount of asthma, lung diseases, cancers, and all these other ailments that left us wide open for the COVID-19 pandemic attack is a fourth issue. And the fifth issue...
Disparities.
Yes, what?
Yeah.
And the last one is what?
And the fifth issue being the reduction of, being reimbursement on the over $600 million worth of property tax overtaxation that our people have suffered from right here in the city of Detroit.
Right.
We decided to address those issues with the Drive for 5 People's Protections campaign. One fight, 5 victories for our people. And while we launched the campaign last week, today is when the action starts. We are asking everyone in the area to join us as we call Mayor Mike Duggan's office and all 9 of our city council people's offices today, starting at 1 p.m. We will do this every Monday. Starting today, we will do this today and every Monday at 1 p.m. We start raining down phone calls, faxes, and emails to them to let them know. With each phone call, each email, with each fax that.
Well, the telephone number for the mayor's office is 224-3400. That's 224-3400. It's a 313 number, 224-3400. Now, we have 9 council members, and they each have their own number. Now, however, if you don't for some reason have the time or make the time to call 9 numbers, you can call the receptionist number, which is 224-3443. It too is a 313 number, 224-3443. And ask the receptionist to give the same message to all 9 council members. That's 313-224-3443. Now,
that's right. And you make it so easy for the viewers and the listeners. I want to thank you for that. I want them to know that we also, if you want to see all of the phone numbers, emails, faxes, we built a website for you to make it very easier for you. You can see all of that information as well as all of the 5 issues
right.
that you can know, be looking at them right while you're talking to them.
Right. And the website is? The website
is thedrive45.com. Let me spell it out because it's all one word and it's all lowercase.
Okay.
THEDRIVEFOR, the number 5, period, COM.
Okay.
Thedrive45.com.
Okay.
Drive45.com.
Yeah, THEDRIVEFOR, the number 5.com.
Thank you.
And we're basically going to tell each of these officials when we call them that we support the Drive for 5 People's Protections campaign. We want them to implement the recommendations of the campaign, and we will only vote to elect and re-elect officials who implement the policies that we are recommending to and who put these issues on the forefront, because they've tried to move them to the back burner.
Right.
We want them to begin addressing these issues now in an election year. Otherwise, we will work to make sure that they do not get reelected.
All right. Well, I want to thank you, Richard Clay, for that. We are down to like our last minute or so. And
thank you very much.
You're welcome. And I want to say that it's not necessary for you to know everything. What is necessary is for you to know how to find what you need when you need it. We at Hood Research seek out as much information as we can to share with you, and we encourage you to share with us just as Richard Clay has. And this is to help us all make better informed decisions, Tabitha.
And as I always say, if you want to be nothing, do nothing. But the only problem with doing nothing is you never know when you finish. And I want to say thanks to our wonderful engineer, Timmy Tim, and to our poet, Emeritus, Sly Soul.
All right. Thanks for having me.
Oh, you're welcome.
Tribe up and rise up.
All right. And we want all of you to tune in again next Monday at 9 a.m. right here at WHBR, WHPS.
Au revoir.
Peace.
Feedback. Hi, this is Theo Broughton,
And I am Thabiti Mpinda,
inviting you to join us each Monday at 9 a.m. for feedback.
a positive image production by Hood Research.
Encourage others to tune in each Monday on
Comcast Detroit, Roku, Amazon Fire TV, watch WHPR TV Network anywhere.
and take us along with you. Feedback.